What if I told you the secret to living past 100 isn't locked in expensive treatments, rare diets, or fancy pills, but hidden in the everyday abilities you still have right now? If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do this, the odds are stacked in your favor to not just live longer, but live stronger. Aging is often seen as decline, a slow giving up of strength, independence, and joy. But science, history, and the world's longest living people prove otherwise. The truth is simple. The body and mind leave clues, signals that you're built for longevity. And if you still have them at 65, 70, or even 80, you may very well be destined to cross that rare milestone of 100. Today, we'll uncover exactly what those signs are, why they matter, and what you can do right now to join the exclusive Centenarian Club. We all know someone who seemed healthy one day and gone the next. Longevity feels like luck, or worse, a gamble against genetics. But here's the hard truth. Most people don't die of old age. They die because they lose the ability to keep moving, thinking, and connecting. That's the real killer. And it starts far earlier than you think. But here's the good news. If you're still holding on to certain abilities in your later years, you're already beating the odds. They're not flashy skills. They're small but powerful markers that experts say are tied directly to reaching 90, 95, or even 100. 1. The power to get up without help. It sounds too simple. Being able to rise from a chair, or better yet, from the floor without grabbing onto furniture. But this test is a direct measure of muscle strength, balance, and coordination. Studies in Brazil tracked thousands of adults over 60 and found a stunning result. Those who could sit down and rise without using their hands were 5 times more likely to survive the next 6 years. Why? Because independence in movement means your body hasn't lost its most fundamental strength. If you can still do this, your future self is thanking you. 2. Walking at a purposeful pace. Ever notice how older people often shuffle slowly? Walking speed isn't just about exercise. It's a window into your entire health. Research from the University of Pittsburgh showed that older adults who walked faster than 2.5 feet per second had significantly higher chances of reaching their 90s. Walking briskly means your heart, lungs, muscles, and brain are still in sync. If you're 70 and can keep up a steady pace across the room or down the street, you're showing one of the clearest markers of healthy aging. 3. A strong grip, more than just a handshake. Grip strength is often dismissed, but it's one of the most accurate predictors of survival. In Japan's blue zones, places where people regularly live to 100, elders still use their hands daily for gardening, cooking, or carrying. A firm grip means healthy nerves, good muscle tone, and functional independence. It's not about crushing someone's hand. It's about being able to open jars, carry groceries, or hold on to life itself. If you've still got that strength, you've got resilience in your bones. 4. Sharpness of memory and curiosity. Living long isn't just about moving, it's about thinking. People who make it to 100 are often curious learners. They remember names, still ask questions, and stay mentally engaged. Research on centenarians shows that memory sharpness, storytelling, and active conversation predict not just longer life, but happier years. So if you're still learning new things at 70, like trying a recipe, picking up technology, or even challenging yourself with puzzles, you're adding years to your mental clock. 5. The ability to laugh, socialize, and belong. Perhaps the most underrated secret, relationships. In Okinawa, Japan, elders who reach 100 don't just eat well or stay active, they belong to moai, lifelong social circles. If you're 65 to 80 and still meeting friends, laughing with family, or sharing stories, you're keeping one of the most powerful longevity markers alive. Why? Because loneliness kills. Staying connected protects your immune system, lowers stress, and even reduces your risk of heart disease. If you can still connect with people, you're building an invisible shield against aging. 6. Standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Balance is life. Doctors often test patients by asking them to stand on one foot. Why? Because balance integrates your vision, nervous system, muscles, and coordination all at once. If you can do this simple test, even for just 10 seconds, you're showing a body that hasn't given up. Loss of balance is one of the biggest triggers of falls, and falls are what often end independence. Pass this test, and you're keeping your independence intact. 7. Breathing deep without strain. Can you climb a flight of stairs without gasping for air? That's not just lung strength, it's cardiovascular health. Centenarians often surprise researchers with how they can still handle hills, stairs, and long walks. If you've still got lungs that can expand and a heart that can keep up, you're not just aging, you're thriving. 8. Resilience after setbacks. Life throws illness, surgery, or loss at everyone, but one of the greatest predictors of living to 100 is bouncing back. If you're between 65 and 80 and you've recovered from challenges, whether physical or emotional, it means your body and mind still carry that youthful resilience. This isn't just physical, it's an attitude. And attitude, as countless centenarians say, is everything. So here's the big takeaway. If you're 65, 70, or 80 and can still rise from the floor, walk briskly, grip firmly, balance on one foot, remember stories, climb stairs, laugh with friends, and bounce back from setbacks, you're not just surviving. You're proving every day that your body and mind are geared for extraordinary longevity. These are not miracles. They're signals, powerful, everyday signs that you are not fading, but thriving. And they just might be your ticket to 100. Longevity isn't about secret elixirs or hiding from aging. It's about preserving the basics, the little abilities that keep you strong, sharp, and connected. Every time you rise from a chair, take a walk, share a laugh, or learn something new, you're extending the thread of your life. And here's the most inspiring part. Even if you've lost some of these abilities, it's never too late to train them back. Muscles can rebuild. Minds can sharpen. Friendships can grow. The path to 100 isn't locked. It's open, waiting for you. So ask yourself, can you still do these things? If yes, your future may be brighter than you think. And if you want more wisdom like this, subscribe now, because your next 20, 30, or even 40 years are just beginning.